ਜੀ ਰਾਬਤਾ ਦੀ ਟੀਮ ਅੱਜ 15 ਸਤੰਬਰ 2013 ਨੂੰ ਐਡੀਲੇਡ ਦੇ ਵਿਚਕਾਰ ਜੋ ਕਿ ਕਿੰਗ ਵਿਲੀਅਮ ਸਟਰੀਟ ਹੈਗੀ ਆ ਉਹਦੇ ਆਲੇ ਦੁਆਲੇ ਦਾ ਜੋ ਏਰੀਆ ਉੱਥੇ ਪਹੁੰਚੀ ਹੋਈ ਹੈ ਜੀ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਸਾਡੇ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮੇਰੇ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਦੇਖ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਕਿ ਸਾਰਾਗੜੀ ਦੇ ਸ਼ਹੀਦਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਸ਼ਹਾਦਤ ਲਈ ਅੱਜ ਸ਼ਰਧਾਂਜਲੀ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਜਾ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਭਾਈਚਾਰੇ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਜੀ।
Honorable Jennifer Rankin, Minister of Education and Multicultural Affairs, representing the Premier of South Australia, Honorable Jay Wedrod. All here. My name is Rajvinder Singh Sandhu and I'm going to provide you with some detailed information about the Battle of Saragarhi. The Battle of Saragarhi was fought during the Tuya campaign on 12 September 1897 between 21 Sikhs, all born in the Majha region of the 4th Battalion, then 36 Sikhs of the Sikh Regiment of British India, defending an army post and 10,000 Afghan and Orakzai tribesmen. The battle occurred in the northwest frontier province, which formed part of British India. It is now named as the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and is now a part of Pakistan. The contingent of the 21 Sikhs from the 36 Sikhs was led by Havildar Ishwar Singh. They all chose to fight, well known outside military academia, but is considered by some military historians as one of the history's great last stands. Sikh military personnel and Sikh civilians commemorate the battle every year on 12 September as Saragarhi Day. The British and Indian Army's polo teams also commemorate the battle annually by holding the Saragarhi Challenge Cup. Saragarhi is a small village in the border district of Kohar, situated on the Samana Range in present-day Pakistan. On the 20th April 1894, the 36th Sikh Regiment of the British Army was created under the command of Colonel J. Cook. In August 1897, 5 companies of the 36 Sikhs under Lieutenant Colonel John Horton was sent to the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, stationed at Samana Hills, Kurag, Sangar, Satobdar and Saragarhi. The British had partially succeeded in getting control of this volatile area. However, tribal Pashtuns attacked British personnel from time to time. Thus, a series of forts originally built by Maharaja Ranjit Singh, ruler of the Sikh Empire, were consolidated. 2 of the forts were Fort Lockhart and Fort Gulistan, situated a few miles apart. Due to the forts not being visible to each other, Saragarhi was created midway as a communication post. The Saragarhi post, situated on a rocky ridge, consisted of a small blockhouse with a loopholed ramparts and a signaling tower. A general uprising by the Afghans began there in 1897 and between 27th August and 11th September. Many vigorous efforts by Pashtuns to capture the forts were thwarted by the 36th Sikh Regiment. In 1897, insurgent activities had increased, and on the 3rd and 9th September, Afridi tribes with the Afghans attacked Fort Gulistan. Both the attacks were repulsed, and a relief column from Fort Lockhart on its return trip reinforced the signaling detachment positioned at Saragarhi, increasing its strength to 1 non-commissioned officer and 21 troops of other ranks. On September 12, 1897, 10,000 Pashtuns attacked the signaling post at Saragarhi so that communication would be lost between the two. Details of the battles of Saragarhi are considered fairly accurate due to Gurmukh Singh signaling events to Fort Lockhart as they occurred. Around 9 a.m., around 10,000 Afghans reached the signaling posts at Saragarhi. Sardar Gurmukh Singh signals to Colonel Horton, situated in Fort Lockhart, that they are under attack. Colonel Horton states he cannot send immediate help to Saragarhi. The soldiers decide to fight to the last to prevent the enemy from reaching the forts. Bhagwan Singh becomes the first injured and Lal Singh is seriously wounded. Soldiers Lal Singh and Jiva Singh reportedly carry the dead body of Bhagwan Singh back to the inner layer of the post. The enemy breaks a portion of the wall of the picket. Colonel Horton signals that he has estimated between 10,000 and 14,000 Pashtuns attacking Saragarhi. The leaders of the Afghan forces reportedly make promises to the soldiers Reportedly, 2 determined attempts are made to rush open the gate, but are unsuccessful. Later, the wall is breached. Thereafter, some hand-to-hand fighting occurs. In an act of outstanding bravery, Isha Singh orders his men to fall back into the inner lair whilst he remains to fight. However, this is breached and all but one of the defending soldiers are killed along with many Pashtuns. Gurmukh Singh, who communicated the battle with Colonel Horton, was the last Sikh defender. He is stated to have killed 20 Afghans, the Pashtuns having to set fire to the post to kill him. As he was dying, he was said to have yelled repeatedly the Sikh battle cry, Bole So Nihal Sat Sri Akal, which means victory belongs to those who recite the name of God with a true heart. Having destroyed Saragarhi, the Afghans turned their attention to Fort Gulistan, but they have had been delayed too long, and reinforcements arrived there in the night of 13th and 14th September, before the fort could be conquered. The Pashtuns later admitted that they had lost about 180 killed and many more wounded during the engagement against the 21 Sikh soldiers. But some 600 bodies are said to have been seen around the ruined post when the relief party arrived. However, the fort had been retaken on 14th September by the use of intensive artillery fire, which may have caused many casualties. The total casualties in the entire campaign, including the Battle of Saragarhi, numbered at around 4,800. When the gallantry of Saragarhi was recounted to the Parliament of United Kingdom, the recitation drew a standing ovation from the members. The saga of Saragarhi was also brought to the notice of Queen Victoria. All the 21 Sikh non-commissioned officers and the soldiers of other ranks who laid down their lives in the Battle of Saragarhi were awarded the Indian Order of Merit, the highest gallantry award of that time, which an Indian soldier could receive by the hands of the British Crown, the corresponding gallantry award being Victoria Cross. This award is equivalent to today's Paramveer Chakra awarded by the President of India. The Sikhs strongly believe in martial arts and warfare and the idea of martyrdom and battlefield heroism. For a Sikh, it is a great honor to die fighting on a battlefield quoted in the Sikh national anthem, May I die fighting on the battlefield courageously. The Sikhs' contribution to the world wars widely helped the British Army in defeating the German army and defending Britain. Thanks a lot for listening to me.
The Honourable Michael Atkinson, Speaker of the House of Assembly and Member for Croydon. The Honourable Jennifer Rankin, MP. Mr Manabir Singh Grewal, President of the Guru Nanak Society of Australia. Members of the Society, community leaders, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. It is an honour to be here with you at this ceremony. The Chairman of the South Australia Multicultural and Ethnic Affairs Commission, Mr Hugh Van Lee, sends his apologies that he is unable to be here with you, but has asked me to pass on his deep respects on this Remembrance Day. I would like to thank Mr Manabir Singh Grewal, President of the Guru Nanak Society of Australia, for the invitation to share this very important occasion with you today. Ladies and gentlemen, I've joined you here today to pay our respects to the brave Sikh warriors, to honour their memory and acknowledge their cause. History is littered with hundreds of battles over centuries, but only a few of them proving to be defining moments. The Battle of Saragarhi is one such battle. Against a vastly larger enemy force, 21 Sikh soldiers accepted their fate before the first shot was fired. In doing so, they earned their place in history forever. Their unquestionable and unsurpassed bravery, valour and strength to do what is right became the legacy which this annual ceremony commemorates. It is no coincidence that the very qualities that were demonstrated by the gallant Sikhs in battle are also reflected in the Sikh community here in South Australia. For many years they have been resilient in the face of adversity despite their small numbers. Of course, they are no longer so small in numbers. In the period between 2006 census and the 2011 census, the number of Sikhs in South Australia increased more than fourfold. Just as the wider society has come to honour the sacrifice of your forebearers more than a century ago, we also acknowledge the honour you have paid to South Australians with your presence in this state and the significant contribution you have made to enrich the cultural diversity in our state. This is the heart of multiculturalism, the sharing of different experiences, traditions and customs, and in today's case, memories of loyalty and sacrifice. The Sikh people have collectively worked to build the community, to support each other, and do whatever it takes to provide the best possible opportunities for their families and their community. On behalf of the South Australian Multicultural and Ethnic Affairs Commission, I thank Manavir and other members of the Guru Nanak Society for organising this commemoration and for allowing us to learn more about this important time in the history of the Sikh community. Dan Bahar, thank you.
Minister Rankin, the Honourable Michael Atkinson, distinguished guests, esteemed members of the Guru Nanak Society, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Her Worship, the Mayor Kirsten Alexander, and the citizens of Charles Sturt, I bring you today the warmest of greetings on this most auspicious occasion, a Remembrance Day for the Battle of Saragarhi. The city of Charles Sturt has a close connection with all immigrants from the Indian continent, in so much that at least 4 times each year we are honoured to have our Mayor conduct Australian citizenship ceremonies for you on our behalf. This is your very special day. Please enjoy it, and you are always most welcome to come and see us in the city of Charles Sturt. Thank you.
I'm going to announce the names, and on the announcement of each name, one of the community or the guest individuals go and pay the homage. Havaldar Ishar Singh, Lance Naik, Bole Sot Sri Akal.
I now have great pleasure in calling upon the President of the Guru Nanak Society of Australia, Mr. Mahavir Singh Grewal, to express the Society's gratitude to all VIPs and guests for their attendance at this occasion of Sikh Pride.
Thank you, Wasif. First of all, I must apologize for the hiccup of the sound system. So please forgive me. The Honorary Jennifer Rankin, representing Honorary J. with Real Premium for South Australia, and all other VIPs. I want to take this opportunity to thank each and every one of you for your attendance today. You have now heard the story of Saragarhi and the extreme sacrifice made by the 21 Sikh soldiers against such odds. Their spirit and will to carry out their duty is truly a gallant example for all humanity. We must also acknowledge the sacrifices made by the Sikh soldiers in the two world wars while working under the British. They fought alongside Australian soldiers and other allies. Sikhs in South Australia are as old as the Bank of SA. Since the first depositor to the bank was Mr. Kropo Singh in 1847, I think. Since 1971, Sikh professionals have come to South Australia, doctors, engineers, specialists, and so on. The Guru Nanak Society is thankful to the state government of South Australia as they have supported us from the very beginning. When Honourable Michael Atkinson launched the Society on the 15th November 2005, the Society has grown beyond my wildest dreams and is now involved in the wider Australian community and has initiated a Lodi function in 2010. The function is open to all communities and is held in January each year. From the last year, the Sikh Society has also taken part in the Oz Asia Festival and has recently taken out the hockey championships in Adelaide last weekend together with the Woodville Hockey Club. All this augurs well for the society, which is expanding and doing community-based activities. Currently, the Sikh population in South Australia is estimated around 7,500. The society has recently opened a branch in Port Augusta, where I have resided since 1980 with my immediate family, but my brother arrived in 1972. To sum up, I thank the South Australian government for their help so far and hope they will continue in the cabinet to consider the following message from us. Think doctors, think Punjab. Think farmers, think Punjab. Think teachers, think Punjab. Think nurses, think Punjab. Think industry, think Punjab. God bless South Australia and its wonderful people, and let us all live inclusively and happily contribute positively for our future. Thank you.
Are now being served at the back. Thank you.